Hey sir, I am Jayron Guerrela from BSC4B. Ngayon po ay didiscuss ko ang Republic Act 10175 or Cybercrime Law in the Philippines. Republic Act 10175, an act defining a cybercrime, providing for prevention, investigation, suppression, and the imposition of penalties, therefore, and for other purposes, also known as Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. Dito, pag-uusapan natin kung ano ba talaga yung main purpose ng 10175 na prevention, investigation, and suppression, and imposition of penalties. Katulad na lang sa prevention, paano natin ito mapipigilan? Investigation, dito natin makikita ang iba't ibang mga kaso or iba't ibang mga ginagawa ng mga taong gumagawa ng cybercrime. Suppression, paano natin mapapaliit or paano natin mapipigilan yung paglaki or yung pagdami ng kaso ng cybercrime. Imposition, dito natin makikita yung mga penalties na dapat nating ipataw sa isang tao o sa taong nakakomit ng crime. The state recognized the importance of the information and communication technologies (ICT) in nation building. It aims to protect the integrity, confidentiality, and the availability of the computer system, networks, and data. Dito sinasabi na kinakailangan daw nating protektahan yung integrity, confidentiality, and the availability of the computer system. Kailangan nating protektahan to kasi nga sobrang dami ng tao na sobrang dali lang nakaka-access ng computer at ginagamit nila ito sa masasamang paraan o sa wrongdoings na sa panluloko ng tao, panlalamang ng tao, yun, madali lang nila ito nagagamit sa ganun. Kaya yun ay kailangan nating mapigilan. Tapos, next naman ay prevent, investigate, suppress, and prosecute cybercrime. Dito, sinasabi lang dito na, ito lang din yung parang sinabi ko kaganina dun sa unang part. To prevent, investigate, suppress, and prosecute cybercrimes. Dito kailangan daw nating i-prevent yung mga kaso na nangyayari ngayon sa Pilipinas sa tungkol sa cybercrime. Kailangan nating mapaliit yung mga nangyayari dito sa Pilipinas na mga kaso kasi nga sobrang bilis na talagang kumakalat or ang dami ng mga diskarte ng mga tao para makapanloko ng tao tungkol sa cybercrime. Ang next naman ay to ensure that cyberspace is safe and secure while respecting the fundamental of human rights such as freedom of expression and privacy. Dito sinasabi lang na kailangan nating daw ma-ensure yung cyberspace kasi nga ang example dito ay yung social media. Kasi kailangan nating i-secure yung cyberspace pero kailangan din nating irespeto yung mga tao. Kasi nga dito sa part na to, yung mga tao ay sobrang nila na dito na sila nagbabase. Yung freedom of expression nila, yung privacy nila halos nandito na rin sa social media. Example na natin yung Facebook. Dito dito sila nakakapag-post ng mga kung ano-ano na mga nilalabas nila yung mga saloobin nila, nagpo-post ng mga ganitong bagay. Kaya yun, hindi rin natin pwedeng pigilan yun. Pero kailangan malaman nila kung ano yung consequences nun. Kaya kailangan ako na alam ko yung 10175, kailangan kong sabihin to sa kanila. Pero sa in a good way na hindi mapipigilan yung freedom of expression nila. Kailangan lang natin ma-secure yung cyberspace ng cyberspace ng fundamental of human rights. Next po is acts that are considered cybercrimes and are punishable by law. It focuses on the offenses committed through the computer system and the internet. Offenses against the confidentiality, integrity, and the availability of computer data and system. Illegal access, hacking, illegal interception, data and system interference, including virus introduction, misuse of devices, cyber squatting, or domain name acquisition in bad faith. Computer-related offenses, example is cyber-related forgery, computer-related fraud, computer-related identified theft, content-related offenses, cyber sex, for favor or consideration, child pornography, penalties are 1 degree higher than the existing Anti-Child Pornography Act or libel, online defamation through certain aspects were challenged in court, uh, unsolicited commercial communication or spamming through this provision was struck down by the as unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. Next is enforcement and implementation. Law enforcement authorities, the National Bureau of Investigation or NBI, and the Philippine National Police or PNP, and the primary are the primary agencies responsible for enforcing the act and have the specialized cybercrime units. Dito po sinasabi na ang NBI daw at saka PNP, sila daw po yung mga main agency or responsible ng pag-enforce ng act na at meron silang specialized cybercrime units para dito sa mga gantong kaso. NBI at PNP ang ang specialized sa ganitong kaso or sa mga kaso na tungkol sa cybercrime. Coordinating bodies. The law created the Office of Cybercrime within the Department of Justice to act as a central authority for international cooperation and the Interagency Cybercrime Investigation Coordinating Center to formulate the enforce the National Cybersecurity Plan. Dito sinasabi lang na nag-create daw ang coordinating bodies ng OOC within the Department of Justice. Para daw sila yung maging central authority and international cooperation. At dito ay humingi din daw sila ng tulong sa CICC para ma-formulate o ma-enforce ang cybersecurity plan. Penalties is vary depending on the severity and the nature of the crime, ranging from the fines to imprisonment or prison mayor with the increased penalties if the offenses are committed against the critical infrastructure. Dito daw naman, ang penalties naman daw ng cybercrime ay imprisonment of prison mayor. Dito naman daw, lumalaki lang ang penalties ng cybercrime ay depende kung gaano ka-critical yung ginawa or naging kasalanan ng isang tao. Jurisdiction. Regional trial courts have the jurisdiction over the violation and the law applies to the Filipino nationals regardless of where the crimes was committed as long as any of the elements occurred within the Philippines or cause damage to the person in the Philippines. Dito, ang may jurisdiction daw ng kaso ng cybercrime ay regional trial courts. Sila daw yung may jurisdiction over the violation ng mga Filipino nationals, regardless kahit saan daw sa Pilipinas na commit ang crime. Basta ito ay tungkol sa cybercrime or may kinalaman sa cybercrime, ang may kasalanan or ang gumawa nito ay person in the Philippines. Ang may hawak nito ay ang regional trial court or ang merong jurisdiction dito.